Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play Sweet Valentine Chocolatier. It is a Tomo game found on Jade. Let's begin. Play. What will your name your chocolate shop? Chocolate. Choco. It's not chocolate. Cocoa. Days before Spring Festival 2. Another beautiful yet busy day at Cocoa. A few clouds float in the sky outside the shop's windows, but the remainder was clear. The serene blue is fading into a deep cobalt. It was exactly the kind of sky you imagined yourself flying into when you swung highly on this swings set as a kid. You just wanted to go higher and fly. After a long, harsh winter and surprise mid-April snow, spring was finally making itself known. I've only had one time where it snowed in April where I live. It was Easter. Didn't stick. I was also sick. I couldn't go outside. Then we didn't get snow for 8 more years. New shoots of green grass were peeking out from between cracks in the pavement, and the scent of blooming flowers, lavender, gardenia, roses, and hydrangeas were everywhere. Although Valentine's Day has long passed, Cocoa was about to usher on its second busiest season of the year, the Spring Festival. And then there'll be Christmas, Easter. In the midst of all the spring buzz, you find yourself in the middle of a battle, a very serious battle. To get your boy's attention. Vanilla. Earth to Vanilla. Huh? Boss, I'm so sorry. Vanilla jumps upward again in shock, causing a little snowfall of powdered sugar to escape from the box she's carrying. The entire contents of the box cartoonishly follow her movement upwards, denying a small chuckle from you. Although your arms are firmly crossed, you make sure to maintain a smile as you finally catch Vanilla's attention. I love Vanilla's design. Daydreaming again, V? As much as I like to join you, we have work to do. You give her a symphonic smile, jumping as she is. As you only employee, she's proven herself to be reliable 90% of the time. As for the other 10%, it's daydreaming. Well, that's alright. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh my gosh. All the orders for the festival. What are you gonna do? Vanilla panics a little, precautiously swinging the box from left to right. Whoa there, careful now. Her fingers trembling as she struggles to maintain control over the box. You have a very bad pre-emotion of what's to come. Let me take the box from you, V. You reach out to grab the box, almost pulling her into a embrace, but she swiftly turns around, trying to avoid it. No worries, boss, I'll get this. She strikes a bodybuilder pose to reassure you, but her thin frame is indecisively unreliable. Oh no. Oh no. Not today, V. Not today, please. Circling around her again in an attempt to snatch the box, you end up in a sort of back hug with her in your arms. But boss, I promise I got this. Let me... What? Watch out, boss! Whatever due to your influence, or by Vanilla's natural clumsiness, she somehow loses her footing, and the ingredients in the box following gain their freedom. You barely have enough time to close your eyes before you cover the tidal wave of powdered sugar flying up and over Vanilla's shoulder. Surely with skies this blue outside, the items in the box wanted to fly up high too, like birds. Good thing you brought a spare uniform. Oh, we're covered in powdered sugar. Oh my gosh, boss. I'm so sorry. Pooty. Are you okay? I'm sorry, oh gosh, this is my fault. It's okay, V. I'm alright. I'm okay. You take a deep breath, in and out. Try not to inhale powdered sugar in the process. I'll be having an asthma attack no matter what. I'm sorry, boss. I thought I can handle on it. But one of the bags in the box was open, and it kept leaning in. I tried to adjust the weight, and why did you take it out of the box? It's fine, V. I should have tried to grab it from you. You laugh a bit to yourself at how silly the situation is, and Villa joins you in her sweet, windchime-like giggle. She was so small and cute. For every point she had in cuteness, there was a bonus point in her closest stat. I probably made it worse by trying to grab it from you, LOL. No, not true. Honestly, I had already lost my grip on it. She gives you a stupid grin, causing you to shake your head with a smile. I'm gonna go change. Can you do me a big favor and clean this up? Of course, boss. I'm seriously so sorry. No worries. I knew there was a reason I packed a spare uniform today. You could always wear one of mine. It glimpsed at, as you imagine, trying to squeeze into one of Vanilla's extra small size Chocolatier uniforms. I probably could fit in her extra small Chocolatier uniform. Literally in between like a small and an extra small sometimes. Like an extra small thin eater. Oh, okay. Maybe not, but you know? She grins again and puts on a determined face. Go change, boss. I'll get this cleaned up ASAP. Chuckling to yourself, you give her shoulder a light pat and head into the small bathroom at the back of the store. Guess I better start getting cleaned up. Opening the small supplies closet in the bathroom where the two of you stored your clothes, you got out your spare uniform, making sure to push the cleaning supplies stored in the bottom bag as you reshut the door. Was it ideal place to store clothing? Perhaps not. But as a small store, you could afford the extra square footage to acquire a proper locker room. Besides, with just Vanilla and yourself, the current system seems to be working just fine. At least in the 4 years of her working for you, she has never complained. As you strip off your sugar-coated uniform and start cleaning up the white powder scaring your features. Imagine the mirror grows clearer and clearer. I thought there was a closer up around last time. I'll do black this time. Blue this time. Yeah, I'll do black this time. Go. As a final touch, you cross your name tag, trying to clear out the powder before ripping it in your fresh uniform. The shiny and clean tag reveals your name. YN, of course. Also, the thing we skipped is the little introduction. All changed. Although I love to walk around in casual wear, I best wear the uniform when working. Least I'd be mistaken for a customer. You're frowning to yourself as your mind briefly wanders to the memory of the first time you met Michael. You were in your store, as usual, but in casual clothes that day. He walked straight up to you and asked if you wanted to taste something better and sweeter. Yeah, so far you didn't even taste my stuff before you asked that. And to follow him to his store if I did. The nerve of that guy. What are you doing here? As if your thoughts had summoned him suddenly, there he was, snarling with what she probably thought was menace. Vanilla made for a very intimidating and honestly slightly adorable guard dog. I see the Chihuahua is at it, per usual. The edges of Michael's lips curl into his signature smirk, emanating big dog energy. Chihuahua? Vanilla was practically shaking with anger, perfectly embodying the small dog nickname Michael had given her after their own first encounter. Welcome, Michael. How can I help you? Welcome, Michael. How can I help you today? You asked nonchalantly, as if you had expected him to walk in. Well, why in? He whipped to continue to smirk, but his eyes shift away for a moment, as if disappointed with your reaction. As a narcissist, labeled as such by Vanilla and Jade, he seems to love being the center of attention. But every so often, you get the feeling that he only wants your attention. Maybe you're just being a little conceited, though. His eyes refocus on you, causing your cheeks to glow a little warm, but your face remains steady. ... In reality, it wasn't unusual for Michael to pop in from time to time. Since the day he tried to lure you into his store, he always made a point to visit at least once or twice a week. For years now. Although you were competitors in name, sometimes he would give you helpful advice. And occasionally, he would throw passive-aggressive insults at rude customers when they stormed off. Until they stormed off. Not that there were that many rude customers to begin with, but he's definitely gone to bat for you more than once or twice over the years, because he has a crush on us. Funny enough, I'm actually here to make an order today. An order? If you're looking to buy out Coco, I'm afraid that you're leaving empty-handed again. Boss would never sell. Right, boss? She turns to look at me, her brows furrowed, looking very expectant and a little afraid. Of course not, V. I would never. Although you're pretty sure he's only here for that. You're pretty sure he's not here for that. You give Michael a good glare anyways. He grins and puts his hands on his hips. His expression changes to a much more serious one. To tell you the truth, you and Vanilla both lean in, instinctively sensing something juicy about to follow. I have someone special. It's us, but we don't get his route yet. Someone that I want to invite to the spring festival. You and Vanilla both blink in shock. He has someone? Someone that he wants to invite to the festival. Someone that is not me. The Spring Festival. This is like the second Valentine's Day in your area. Valentine's Day Part 2. The second coming. Although White Day was in March for some reason. Your town and surrounding country preferred to celebrate a second romantic holiday closer to early May. Every spring, when the flowers are in full bloom, the county officials would get permission to clean out the state fairgrounds and hold a festival. By May, it's already hot here. According to the local history buffs, the origin of the festival was to celebrate the departure of winter and admire the newly opened blooms. But somewhere along the line, it got warped into a romantic event celebrating budding love and confessions. Although to the point that the festival now was to exchange flowers with the ones you love, making it a prime business day for flower shops. Not to be left behind, chocolate shops and bakeries in the surrounding town also made sure to take advantage of the extra opportunities for revenue. As such, you often receive orders for the purpose of romantic confessions during the festival season. You and Michael seem to have a will they, won't they thematic going on for years now. To hear that he had someone else in mind, you can't help but feel a teeny bit devastated in your heart of hearts. Sure, Michael. I can do that for you. It's like, actually or not, because I'm going to plan on doing Jade's route. You hold a big expression as you pull out your notebook and pen from your apron pocket and worry ahead to start writing. Your mouth may or not be twitching downwards in disappointment, but try to hide it. Wyan, in your peripheral vision, you see him reaching out a hand to touch you. It almost reaches you. Boom. Vanilla gives a little jump in place, and Michael, hand swiftly flinches away from you. J&J have officially arrived. She's our love interest this time. And you look up. As you look up, a cascade of reddish pink bursts through the shop doors. A shiny head of purple hair follows. That's right. J&J are in the house. Woo woo. Okay, that was a lot more embarrassing than I thought it would be. Archer's adorable. Jordan, you're making it derpy. Jade elbows Jordan in the stomach, roughly, but not to the extent that it's bruises. The typical but violent roughhousing friend elbow. Having been in the receiving end of the elbow countless times before, you went and give Jordan a significant smile. Poor guy. You catch your eye. He winks a bit, an awkward wink, but you feel your cheeks turn pink anyways. Hey, Wyan. Hey, Jordan. Jordan. Vanilla's scream comes out, a little more than a whisper. Her face is dyed tomato red. Since they first met in the community college 7 years ago, Vanilla has been pining over Jordan, day in and day out. It was obvious to everyone except for the most important person, because he has a crush on someone else. That the man himself, Jordan. Oh, hi, Vanilla. If one thing is for sure, it's that Vanilla is faithful. But if Jordan hasn't cut on her feelings by now, it's likely never will. Unless she actually says something. You need to say something, Vanilla. You and Jade have gold Vanilla onto just confess to him, but Vanilla refuses to utter a peep about her feelings to him. Hey, Wyan. Woo! V. Hi, Jade. Michael? Jade calls Michael's name with a tone oozing suricose, before flipping her hair and stiffing to indicate her disdain. Michael nods curtly and turns his gaze back to you. Long ago, when Michael had first moved to town and opened up shop, Jade had made a pass at him, before quickly realizing that the only thing he was interested in were chocolate and money. And you, of course. Or so you thought up until today. So, Jordan, why are you here today? Jade giggles and crosses her arms, egging Jordan to get on with it. It seems like she dragged him out to Coco with some purpose in mind. Jordan blushes and fidgets, shifting his weight from foot to foot. I want to order something. Go on. Something for, At this point, you and Jade and Vanilla are waiting for those next words. Michael appears utterly disinterested and is instead taking the opportunity to look over your displays and prepackaged offerings. Although Jay and Jade duel came to visit the store almost as often as Michael did, they usually did not make a fuss about their purchases. At least not like this. It's for my mom, he bursts out, causing Jade to groan. No. Oh. Jade throws both hands on the sky, especially, and gives a fake cry. Darn it, Jordan. You were this close to greatness. You shake her head and snore as well. You know exactly what Jade is talking about. After spending every year since preschool together with the two of them, you were definitely in the know about Jordan's secret crush. You always expected it was Jade, since they were both joined twins glued to a hip. But part of you did wonder if there was something else. Join in the teasing. Ooh, your mama I? Your mama I? Hee. Oh. You and Jade take this as a cue to dance around Jordan immaturely, moving your shoulders back and forth and raising your eyebrows, making your mama I in chorus. It's clear that the two of you weren't teasing Jordan for being a sweetheart ordering something for his mother. Rather, it's because the two of you know that he hasn't had the balls to ask out his secret crush for years now. Now, when it finally seems like he would be taking a step forward, he decided to chicken out again at the last minute. Although his mother's birthday was a good excuse. Being a good son he was, both know he probably already had something for her they had purchased way back. It's probably already wrapped and ready to go under his bed, accompanied by a thoughtful card he had probably written weeks ago. There was no way Jordan was ordering a chocolate box as a last-minute gift for his mom. Take a moment to catch her breath. Jade rests that dangerous elbow of hers on your shoulder to lean on you, laughing. The intoxicating scent of Jade's perfume waves past your nostrils, and you can't help but take a good sniff. Oh my, OMG, Ryan, did you just sniff me? You perv, she says, but she takes the opportunity to pull you into a squeezing side hug. You could feel her arms between you as her soft hands pull their side to your waist in tighter. I missed you, bestie. I missed you too, Jade. You chuckle and return the hug, gently placing your hands on her arm and lean your head against hers. Realizing that time has already ticking, but without any progress on your massive list of orders, you shift gears and address the two men together. Jordan, Michael, you alternate your gaze between the two of them, giving each a hard look. I have to warn you both that I'm almost out of most of my ingredients. Because neither of you had a daisy to pre-order, it's only 2 days left before the festival. I'm pretty sure I'm only be able to only fulfill one of your orders. At this, Jade gasped in surprise. Oh crap, Ryan, business is booming this year, hi? Congrats. Too bad I strapped for cash right now. Otherwise, I'm totally joining the bandwagon of last-minute ordering too. She gives you a flirtatious wink. Oh, we're gonna get you something this time. I love to see whose order you pick between the three of us. It's like, three of us? No, yeah. Oh, yes, I had forgotten that you were broke now. Michael. Everyone turns to Michael, face uniformly aggressed. Michael? What the crap, dude? Then one gives an outraged scream. Her words, not mine. The whole mode takes a decidedly sour turn. Yeah, she said it. You don't say it out loud yourself. It's an instant Jade's shoulders stoop, and her face falls. Even though it was true that she had been the one proclaiming herself broke in the beginning. Now her period of unemployment has turned into more than just a few months. You could tell it was tanking her confidence and self-esteem. The beacon of light and joking that was Jade was nowhere shining, as probably after countless all-made rejections. Still mopping about that job loss. Christ, it's been like, 5 months? I hate to butt in here, but but when are you gonna move on? Hey, you don't get to talk to her like that, butthole. Meanie, butthole, ugly. The end of Michael's lip curls up to form the trademark smirk, but his eyes remain cold. You know, if you're really desperate for a job, it's not out of the question for me to hook you up at my place. But you have to start from the ground up. Mopping floors for a start. Yeah, she's gonna work with me. He shrugs and gestures towards her mockingly. No thank you, Michael. Do us all a favor and shut the heck up and get out. Every week, I get a big, fat unemployment check. And that's enough to cover my bills. And plus, because I'm pretty sure Rum heard that if you keep trying to find a job, the unemployment check will keep coming. For now. Only found out because of my coworker. She hesitates. She could tell she's struggling to keep up the strong front. After getting laid off from her dream job at the as a product manager for a prestigious tech company, Jade was having a hard time getting back on her feet. Jordan's still working at as a solutions engineer at the same company, watching as half of the company was unceremoniously chopped during the right sizing. Back off, man. That's not cool, Michael. All joking's fine, but you really have to take it so far. We're talking about someone's livelihood here. The curds for day if you need to teach him a lesson. And the rod. Cursing rod. You put your arm around Jade's shoulders protectively. Unconsciously or not, she leans in closer to you, seeking comfort. It's okay, Wyan. Besides, if I was really that desperate, I would much rather work for you than Michael. Oh, like Wyan could afford to take you on. So, I'll date you and take all your cash. Trucks outside. Michael, shut up. And where would you plan to fit into this two-size family affair? You. Honestly, with your shop's middling performance after paying the real estate cost each month, you can only afford one employee. Thus, you had only ever worked with Vanilla, even after years of running your business. Well, you had a passion for your craft. Your products were top quality. As a small operation, you had difficulty to push volume. Michael occasionally dropped hints that delegating tasks to a larger workplace with less pay. Yeah, I know. But you couldn't bring yourself to adapt to his methods. Though, I would cut to do the paycheck and get for her a job. At least not yet. Although Villanelle was clumsy and had a tendency to daydream, she was loyal. liable when accounted, and working styles mash well together. But regardless of your combined efforts, there's no way your tiny mom-and-pop shop or rare YN and vanilla shop could ever compete with Michael's chocolates. At least YN is a raging narcissist. Aww. Like someone we all know. Yeah. Who names their business after themselves? I didn't. Actually, it's quite common, but I'll let them have it for now. Okay, so if we named our chocolate shop after ourselves, would that be funny? And in MBA for a prestigious business school, rich parents bankrolling his store from the beginning, and you're pretty sure he had relatives acting as suppliers for his raw materials. He was well connected, educated, and top it all off, he was undeniably good looking. Just another reminder that life is not fair. He had even heard rumors floating around about him opening a second location making Michael's chocolates into a chain. Perhaps that's why he was interested in your little store, if he wasn't interested in you romantically. Family affair? Spot calling the kettle black much? Yeah, you're straight up a nipple baby, Michael. Butthole. Rich boy. Narcissist. Vanilla's like throwing shade. Michael scoffs, rolling his eyes and crosses his arm again. Decidedly ignoring Vanilla, he turns to address you. YN. My offer still stands, you know. I know, you said it like a gazillion times at this point. His gaze alters between you and your store's displays. All the homemade decorations, loving, painstakingly changed out by you and Vanilla and yourself with every new season. Delicate but pricey chocolates under the glass counter. His eyes land on you again. Glowing flakes dance around the swirls of his mocha irises. Darn rich, handsome butthole. Sometimes those eyes were filled with pity and scorn. Other times they looked at you as if they wanted to devour you alive. Right now, they seem to be trying to convey some meaning you can't quite perceive. You feel your face getting hotter and hotter the longer his gaze lingers. Anyways, are you all just here to disturb my business? No, never. Right, let me tell you my order, then I'll make it quick. Hey, I was about to make my order. Michael lips curl up again, and his interest smirk. First come, first serve. Now, YN. My order, I like a box of. Did he just order a combination of his favorite chocolates and mine? He's a little bit of a narcissist if he has to do his favorites too. You can't help but glimpse at it as you write. Is this order actually for me? Am I the special someone he wants to invite? This is a bunch of roundabout way to do it though. And for my order, the order for my mom, I'll have a box of. It seems like Jordan's ordering all your favorites too. I know he's ordering because he's gonna try to ask us out. You look at Jade with squinting eyes, saying "What the heck" with your expression to her. This time Jade smirks and twinks her eyebrows up and down, suggestively. I can almost hear her saying "oh," without her saying anything at all. Is this what you think it means? Oh crap, Vanilla. Yeah, she looks upset again. You jerk your head to the side to catch Vanilla looking crestfallen. After years of working with you, she knows your favorites too. Having just heard this order, she probably held the same suspicions you and Jade did. Anyways, V, I have a ton of work to do. I love you guys, but I'm going to have to escort you out with some samples. Oh, I love some free samples. Anything free right now. Yeah. Hang in there, Jade. The sign that things are getting too tangled for your taste, you begin to physically push all three of your free visitors out of your store, lovingly stuffing a small tuffle into each pair of hands. You pat them each goodbye warmly but sternly. As they all leave, they can't help but utter a parting line, like some kind of cheesy anime. This is a cheesy Atomo game, after all. You won't regret filling my order. Michael seems to enjoy the feeling of your two hands pressed against his back as you physically push him out the door. It's like, it takes everyone to push him out, though. He lets the weight of his 6-foot tall body provide some resistance as you push him out. It just reminds me of I'm falling. I can't get I'm falling. I can't get up. Yes, you can. I like the Stitch part. I can't remember the line right now. Now you're so close to his neck. The smell of his cologne dances around you like a carnivorous flower, tempting a poor fly. Get out of here, you amazing smelling butthole. With a golden chuckle, he's finally gone. Next up is Jade. Lion, you better call me after the festival. She brushes a strand of hair behind her ear mischievously, giving a side glance at Jordan. You gotta fill me in on what happens. What are you gonna be doing during the festival? I don't know, maybe find someone to take me on a hot date. She winks and does a sassy clawing motion with a roar like a baby tiger. After unceremoniously stuffing her free tuffle in her mouth and giving you a quick hug, her figure disappears in the swirl of pink curls as she starts running down the street. Wake up, Jade. Jordan turns to you in vanilla, smiling apologetically. Bye, Ryan. Bye, Vanilla. Bye, Jordan. Vanilla gives a sad will wave and averts her eyes at Jordan and says goodbye. This might be bad. I'll call you Ryan. This might be very bad. Rebellically, Vanilla begins tugging towards the back of the store. I'll go sort the materials in the back. She looks up to meet your eyes. Thankfully, she doesn't seem to be ready. She doesn't seem to be ready to cry. You should get started on those orders, boss. Take the day off. You stare back at her apologetically, not knowing what to say. After working together for years and being friends for even longer, you recognize that the two of you probably need a little more time to sort out your thoughts. Thanks, V. I'm sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. I'm gonna get on with it then. Trying to regain her Chihuahua energy, Vanilla grips both fists determinedly and scurries off to the back. I really hope she's not scurrying off to cry. Shaking her head at the mess things have become right before the festival, he decided to dive right into making orders. This is a chocolate making minigame. Fill the heart-shaped boxes by dragging and dropping the chocolates according to the quest at the top. You can complete any of the quests in any order. However, the order they drop the chocolates in, it matters. Try to drag them into this order. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to get rid of the chocolate, drag the drop into the trash. However, if things get too buggy, you recommend just scrapping the whole order if that happens. Feel free to use all complete if this all seems a little too much. After timer runs out, it won't jump to the next scene automatically. It will pause until you complete the outstanding request. So no worries if you run out of time. The money will be used for something eventually, but unfortunately, it's not in this update. For now, the game is just for you. Good luck! Okay, I can just do it. You're a master chocolatier. Supply will be a little tight, but it's enough for my orders. As for the 2 orders I received today, I can only fill one, since either of them had a decision to order in advance. Looks like there's no really making a decision here. Fulfill neither orders. More options. Neither of them bothered to order in advance. They could have ordered online, or even shot me a text. Especially when one actually made our online store. I'll just fulfill the pre-orders, per my store's policy during the spring festival. Sorry, boys. Although, a thought crossed your mind. Maybe I should make something for Jade. We've been friends for so long. Should I make something for Jade? We've been friends for so long. After thinking about Jade, he recalled the amazing fragrance surrounding her today. The sensation of her rubbing against your arm, her hands on your waist. What? No. What on earth am I thinking about right now? Let's try with I don't mind. Feelings that sensation again. Romance. I wouldn't mind feeling that sensation again. Her voice, her touch, the way her eyes curled up when she laughed. Now she's occasionally snored when she laughed too hard. Her exaggerated reactions to everything, good and bad. Everything about her was genuine, so charming, so dear to your heart. Just as Jordan had his secret crush for years, so too did you. Jade. From being from a family with traditional green hair, Jade's name had been decided well in advance. However, when she emerged from her mother's stomach, her parents were shocked to be greeted by such a tuft of reddish hair. Oh, she didn't dye it. Circling around her baby head like cherry cotton candy. Her parents left the name since her hair still reminded them of red jade. But as she grew, her hair mellowed into a dazzling pink. Accompanied by her from preschool to now, you also witnessed the slow transformation over the years. Her peachy hair color now looks kind of delicious. Was it too selfish to want more than friendship? To want every part of her? Although you were deeply afraid of ruining your friendship, you couldn't help but wonder, was there a teeny tiny chance that Jade could feel the same way? The subtle touches bullying in. When drunk, she became touchy, and had even kissed you on the lips at a party once. Of course, then she had gone and kissed everyone else in the cheek, and close to the lips, but I was the only one she flat smooched. Am I reading into this too much after all these years? But it wasn't just once or twice. Every time you touched, it seemed to be kind of a spark. The bestie telepathy was definitely one thing, but the subtle path of electricity you felt when she traced her fingers over your skin. The feeling of her breath tickling your cheek when she leaned in to look at something on your phone. Crap, am I in love with Jade? She was kind of a simmering beacon of your life, guiding the way to happiness and bring you up when you were down. Always standing on your side, always bright. It broke your heart to see her light dim each passing month as a tech job market tightened like a screw. To the company, she had been a number on a spreadsheet that they wanted to cross off. But to Jade, she had lost her career, her passion. As a non-tech person, you didn't really understand how one could be so passionate about software. But the way Jade explained it, building and polishing something from the ground up, you felt that you could kind of understand it when you saw the parallels with your own business. Right now, out of all of us, I think Jade is the one that needs the most support. Before you rise, what you're doing, your hands move swiftly to fold one of your boxes into a star shape. After years of filling all kinds of quirky orders here and there, you become quite efficient at boxagami. Your footsteps are light as you walk up, knowing the box of chocolates is sitting in the refrigerator with Jade's name on it. Even if it doesn't convey my feelings, I hope this does at least a little to cheer up. Regardless of how our relationship changes in the future, I just want her to be happy. Your chest warms up with the thought of seeing Jade tomorrow. You give her a call and make sure she's available before heading home. Days before the Spring Festival 1. Once again, it's a beautiful day outside. Annoying so. The light is shining brightly, filling the crook and candies of the shopping district with light. And the birds are singing a love song, tweeting romantically to each other. After a direct contrast to the burning mood inside Coco. Today you're burning in customer service heck. But thankfully the day is passing by in a blur of fancy gift wrapping and money exchanging hands. For better or worse, you asked Vanilla to continue handling the chocolate prep in the back of today. She seemed grateful for the reprieve from the work in the front, especially since her eyes were red and puffy when she came in. Darn. Jade, Vanilla, you don't have to worry. We're going for Jade this time. It's always she spent a good portion of the night crying. You sighed to yourself, putting the finishing touches on their box of chocolates when suddenly your heart jumps at the sound of the bell ring tickling, hitting the arrival of their customer. Hey, Wyan. Hey, Jordan. How's my order coming along? Oh my gosh, Jordan! You scared the crap out of me. Sorry, did I come at a bad time? Yeah, also, did I say that I had to pick either or? No. I don't really know why I'm jumping these days. It might be the heat. You're sweating, but you're honestly not sure if it's due to your unexpected guest or the temperature. Vanilla. Thank goodness you sent her back today. You didn't know if you could take in their soap opera love triangle standoff right now. Crap, hang on, I got this. He rushes over, pulling a folding fan from his pocket, proceeding to blast you with a small gust of wind. Oh gosh, you're so silly. Thanks, Jordan. You still look flushed. Do you want me to get you an ice pack? He takes a step back towards the back of the store, where he knows you have a stock of ice packs to prevent chocolate melting mishaps. Oh, no need for that. You quickly move to block this path, putting your arms up a little too diffusely. Your eyes bulge as you slight beg for him to get the hint. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, huh? You don't mean to be unfair to Vanilla and prevent her from seeing Jordan, but you get the feeling that it wouldn't be good for the two of them to meet right now. Whoever Jordan came here for is probably safe to assume that it's not for Vanilla. For some reason, you find it a little difficult to meet Jordan's eyes, purring a smile back at your lips and gathering your courage. You look up to find a concern freckling in those steadily graying depths. I promise you, I'm good. Just keep me cool a bit longer. You got it, Wyan. You shift your already spread arms in a posture of enjoyment as if you're a spoiled brigand from ancient times. Fan harder, servant. Jordan nods and fans a little faster. This time he's not the love interest, though. So it's kind of funnier. Yes, great roller, he says jokingly, playing along. Beat a slits from his forehead to the side of his jaw, but he doesn't falter. This dork. I can't help but admit that he's cute. I take a step back taking a step back in your head, you can see why vanilla would fall in hard for him. Having grown up with Jordan, it was hard to notice the gradual changes in him over time. But the more you compare him to the image that you had of him in your mind, the more you realize that he's no longer the little boy you remembered. Yeah, grown up, but now he's a man. He hasn't been for a long time. Now approaching your late 20s, you realize that he was blooming into a handsome and reliable man. Still a baby girl to me and Jade, though. After a few more seconds of sweet relief from the early spring heat, Jordan stops fanning you and leans against the counter. Handing him a small towel, you take a spot beside him, mirroring his lean pose. Inhaling deeply, Jordan finally decides to follow up. So, the order? For my mom, of course. Of course. Do you still need some time, or... Did you pick me? Mine? I mean, did you pick mine? My order? He hides his face, his hands moans, blushing in shame. From between his fingers, he speaks again. Lion? Yes, Jordan? Did you pick my order? I didn't pick yours or Michael's. I picked Jade's. Oh man, I'm sorry, bud. I was not joking when I said I might not have enough yesterday. Of all the festival pre-orders, you're always scratched thin in terms of inventory. Oh dang. I'm sorry, Jordan. Did you know what I meant by yeah? I'm sorry, did I not catch the last part? It's okay, never mind. So, box, that was toy for my mom. Actually, I have something else for her. You do? Jade and I figured you probably had something tucked away on your bed of yours. So I went with a gift card instead. Too smoothly, you pull out a full-size greeting card out of your front apron pocket. The envelope is decorated with gorgeous handwriting addressed to Jordan's mom. There's a $100 gift card in there for us. After countless playdates at each other's houses, you knew Jordan's mom preferences for Rue. It's not much, but hopefully appropriate enough for your friend's mother's birthday. Oh gosh, you totally didn't have to. That's so sweet of you. Sorry about the chocolates. I really wish I could have fulfilled your order. It's the thought that counts. You really didn't get it? That was for you? Never mind. Just give me lots of freebies next time. Your downcast face stirs a small pang of guilt in you. You know what he meant. That was for us. You can't lie to him all day, but I can't lie to yourself. There are so many possible reasons you decide not to fill his order. It's because we like Jade. But as far as the real reason, only you know. Maybe he had come straight out and said it, you would have accepted. But for now, you try to offer some words of comfort. I'll give you a discount next time. Thanks, but thanks. That'll come in handy for next year. Ooh, who is he going to give chocolates to next year, if not this year? Us? I swear, whenever you're leaving on the house, whenever. Really? Good to know. I've been craving some sea salt caramel lately. At least, it's the least I could do. Well, I gotta get going. I may or not be the star of the event, but I'm pretty sure my mom won't start the party without me. Tell your mom I said hi. Of course, thanks, Ryan. See ya. He handed him the card for his mom before sweeping him into the tight hug. Ryan? Starting to tense up before giving you an awkward pat on the back. Sorry again. Really, it's fine. I really gotta go, though. Quickly release him and watch as he stumbles off, looking dazed. He rushes to exit but turns around to wave, accidentally hitting his head on the doorframe. Oh, dork. You watch his figure retreat, chuckling to yourself as you see his hand tenderly pat the area that he bonked. He's awfully cute. It's like, but we had a last route. But you don't have time to think about him. Work rates. Until the day ends, your store bell rings nonstop. You manage to hand off all the orders for today, save for a few customers that called to reschedule their pickups. Following returning to the back, you see that Vanilla seems to have left for the day. She made sure to clean up her workstation and prep the final orders for tomorrow. On the workstation table, you see a handwritten note for her with the little bear emoji informing you that she went home after she was finished. She probably left for the back. With a slight smile, you brush your fingers over the small cartoon bear. Since you indirectly decline Jordan, you hope this will allow Vanilla to get over any feelings of jealousy or sadness even just a little bit more quickly. Days before the Spring Festival, 0. The Spring Festival has finally arrived. It's the day of the Spring Festival. You went ahead and called Jade to ask if she was available last night. She pretended to make a fuss on the phone about having to cancel her hot date. But it wasn't your imagination that she sounded super excited. There was definitely more prep in her voice than when you call in the call. But is she excited as I am? You smile, musing on how you can best confess to Jade without being too cringe. Vanilla is working the back again today, but she looked considerably more cheerful than the past 2 days because we didn't take her man. Everything seemed to be going back to normal in the good way. That is until the store bell chimes again. A shy-looking Jordan makes his way to the counter. Jordan, what are you doing here? Wyan, can I talk to you? Please. Sure, what's up? Okay, so, green eyes dart at the side, hands fiddling with the strings of the hoodie before he pushes the thick rimmed glasses up to his nose. Anxiety is the anxious tick of his. They've known him intimately since you were kids. Whatever it is, you don't have to be nervous. Reach out to Pat's shoulders. Trembling smile slips out of his lips, but does a stiff tension in his shoulders. Right. So, you remember the Spring Festival, right? Excitement pours into his voice the way it does when he yaps about an upcoming game release or the latest spin-off of Star Wars. Yep. Or War Stars. Let me guess, you're on a date? Not yet. I was planning on asking you out, actually. Me? Okay. It's like, I like my face, like, I kind of figured. His head bobs eagerly, hands returning to his hoodie strings. It seems like this proposal drained all of his courage in one go. Jade says she's busy, and I just thought it would be fun to go together this year. Sorry, Jordan, I already have plans with Jade. Sorry, my dude. As Michael says, first come, first served. He looks shocked. After a moment of recovery, he gives you a sad but determined smile. I'll go check out what the hot butthole next door is up to then. Oh, you're gonna ask him out. Okay. Ooh, oh. As much as I hate to see you visit the competition, I'll cheer you on. With a twinkle in your eye, you grin as you wave Jordan off. Jordan stops just as he's about to step through the door and spins around to give you a suspicious look. You're going with Jade, aren't you? Yes. Guilty as charged. How can you guys go without me? I gotta shoot my shot, my dude. Now he's getting it. Like the realizations came in his mind. But he looks constipated, flushing red. Fine, I'll bring my own hot date too. Then you do that. I already know who you're going to bring. Sorry about that. Did he just cuss? Is he cussing? Jordan, language. You unable to think of a comeback. Jordan rushes away at the speed of light. After a long day of handling off chocolate orders to sign lovebirds, the time for a date has finally come. Time for your date has finally come. Time to get changed. Looks like V still hasn't come home yet. Her clothes are still here. Hasn't gone home yet. Her clothes are still here. V, calling out the work area. You look around, but see no answers. Huh? Heading to the alleyway behind the store, you find her. She looks upset because she has no date this time. Hey, you okay? She's not crying, but her eyes look tired. Yep, I'm fine. Quickly rubbing her hands over her face to circulate emotion, as if to wipe away any sadness. She quickly regains her usual pep. I'm perfect. In fact, I've never been better. She exhales angrily. Her anger doesn't seem to be directed at you, but she does seem to be boasting about something or someone. Or 2 people, to be precise. 7 years, or 3 people. 7 years. I'll show you what Chihuahua can do. I can get a hot date too. Her eyes fill with determination. She finally focuses her eyes on you. Boss, what's going on, V? I'm gonna find someone to take me to the festival. That sounds like a great idea, as long as you're being safe. If you plan to reach out to a stranger, you'll see. I'll be safe. You go enjoy the festival of Jade. How do you know that? I have my ways. She saw Jordan going to Michael. Do you and Jade have a one-on-one chat too? Sweating. You wonder how Vanilla knows. Or could she be? No, she's a stalker. She's a yandere. She could be a competitor. Could she? That's pretty small. It's a pretty small town. I have my eyes, you know. Unlike some obvious purple-haired man we know. Laughing, she pushes you back for the door into the store. Go get her, boss. I'm fully expecting you to come back then. Sorry, I have to sneeze. Okay, 2 times. Vanilla giggles and shuts the back door behind you. Though the screen of the door, she seems taken to make a face at you. And don't come back here unless you made the girl yours. This is my store, V. She laughs in a cheerful way, cheerfully again, like a tinkling bells. You wonder how she plans to find a date, but you have your own date to tend to. Good luck, V. Make your way to the festival entrance. You're relieved to spot Jade, a glamorous figure, leaning against the decorative pier, short laughing as she watches a short-form video on her phone. You didn't have a lot of time, but you did prepare something else along with your chocolates. After all, it's the spring festival. You can't ignore the tradition of accompanying your chocolates with some kind of floral accent. You prepared a very over-the-top bouquet for her. You prepared a huge bouquet for her, quite over the top. Where do you get it from, or how you managed to prepare it? That's the secret. We have connections. Do you consider what she would do with it during the festival? Not really. Not really, but you wanted to make a statement, and you figured you could deal with it with the aftermath later. Casually strutting until you stand right in front of her, you call out to her, "Jade? What? What is this?" You chuckle as she blushes, candling your chocolate box and floral gift carefully in your arms. "Thank you, Ian. You didn't have to do this." You grin shyly before switching to a suave expression. Anything to make you smile, my lady. OMG. You mock, tip your visible fedora as Jade rolls her eyes and giggles nonstop. Because we're imitating a nice guy. It looks like your attempt to cheer her up is going swimmingly. But does she know what the flowers signify? Jade? She leans in closer to your face and gives you a jealous peck on the cheek. I think she does. I know what flowers and chocolates at the spring festival mean. But I won't let you have it that easy. You have a lot to explaining to do. Or at least confessing. She grins. Come with me to store this in the car, and then let's go get our compatibility checked. It's like I've seen it, I say it, but reading it, I've never seen the word. She points to a suspicious-looking booth in the distance, the inside of which is scared by a mysterious-looking drapery. Oh, the fortune teller. Several onlookers are peering into the tent curiously, but doesn't seem like there are any takers quite yet. After storing your gifts in Jade's car, the two of you make your way into the mysterious tent. Inside is eternal beauty. Inside is eternal beauty. Is set at a table with cards set in the formation before her. Sit down, young ones. Oh. You and Jade exchange looks. For a moment, you feel your breath catch, and the ornate joy on the woman flickers to light. But you can't help but feel the pink-haired woman next to you is far more attractive. While we wait for a spirit realm to speak a game, the fortune teller gestures to the cards indicating you should begin. Because we already know what to do. Wait, which one was the line? Okay, that was the line. Ah, yes. I now know. Now look into your soul and perhaps your future. Lion, the spirits have spoken. They tell me this about you. Bird, the laugh that fights for light. The laugh that fights for light. The joy that will not give in. Mischievous, but guided by a strong inner compass. You mend hearts and with spirits. A moment of levity will open a locked door. Don't underestimate how far the playful truth shall fly. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool prediction. It's not really a prediction, it's more doing our personality. Aside about the results of your personality quiz, Jade grabs your hand and shakes it up and down under the table. Could you do me next? Is it okay? Of course, young one. Young one? She doesn't look that old. Peach-haired child of light and myth. You have recently experienced a major loss. At this, you and Jade collectively raise your eyebrows. Does she know? Of course, it could be some well-practiced pseudo-psychology, but was definitely a shocking opening line. In your life, people come and go. Money comes and goes. Castles built of sand will inevitably crumble. And castles in the sky will dispense like clouds. Try as you might, you will fail again. At this, Jade tenses up. The hand that's playfully holds yours under the table clutches you hard before quickly losing strength. If you do not hold tightly to the ones who care about you, you lose everything. So keep with us. The fortune teller opens her eyes, meaning you stray on. I can't tell if she's trying to win woman me or give Jade a hard time. Either way, yikes. Poor Jade. Unsure about how to feel about Jade's fortune, you wave a small tip for the mysterious woman out of politeness, pulling Jade out of their seat and out of the tent. Come on, Jade. I feel for her. No, she's sad. Out of the tent, Jade looks justly upset. Finally reaching the tipping point of her frustration, she voices her complaint. I really didn't like the phrase losing everything. And I will fail again? What the heck? Who does she think she is? Listen to Jade and Jade. Understand Jade's anger and frustration, so you decide not to interrupt her. You're sure there's a lot on her mind, and it seems like this unfortunate fortune-telling session might have torn down some of the walls in Jade's heart. Just enough for you to finally hear about her struggles. She might have something in there, with the fail again thing. I just can't seem to get anything right now. Even jobs that I would totally be in shoe for, things I'm perfectly qualified for. Am I overqualified? Probably not. They probably want more experience, but even entry level, they want experience anymore. Am I the problem? No. I'm gonna say it's the job market. You're definitely not the problem. I've seen your resume. There's nothing wrong with it. Have you ever considered? You hesitate, knowing your next suggestion probably won't be the helpful one. Applying for different jobs? At least different fields? It's a sore topic for Jade, but I can't help but bring it up. Watch her feel discouraged for so long, with no ability to help her. Your heart aches for her. No. Ryan, I appreciate the thought, but you don't understand. Not fully, at least. You frown and focus your full attention on Jade, taking no offense at her words. She returns your gaze, resting in the two of you start deep into each other's eyes as your plates. I like product management. It was extremely fulfilling for me. It was my career, my everything for a time. I know I'm not supposed to define ourselves by our jobs, but it was amazing. Leading a team of engineers to build new features and literally cook up new software products from scratch. For me, it was almost like speaking things in existence. Even though I had no engineering background, I did my best to learn more about all the tools and data structures. Towards the end, I felt like I could take on some junior dev work too. Jade, have you ever thought of making your own game? She chuckles as you think about Jade doing Jordan's job, stressing over the bugs, staring at the techie screens in a dark mode late at night. I mean, if Jordan also loses his job eventually, they could just make his software themselves. Maybe I should try to pivot into engineering, or just software, like the coding. I just don't want to settle for anything less than what I was doing before. She gives a heart-breaking laugh before breaking into a sad sob. She's trying hard not to cry. Before you can even think about what you're doing, you take her into your arms in a tight place. She replicates by wrapping your arm around your waist and resting her face against your neck, finally letting her tears fall freely. Her breath and the damp droplets trickle down your neck, making you blush, but breaking your heart at the same time. Stifling, she snuggles closer to you, taking comfort in your warm arms. The two of you stand there for a while, embracing until the skies darken to night. A while longer, after two of you made a quick trip to the bathroom to clean up, you faced the festival with a new enthusiasm. Alright, should we try a different game now? Heck yeah! Ooh, a racer. Jade starts to run towards the roof she spotted, dragging you along by the hand. You can hardly keep up with her rapid pace. Seems like she's full of energy again. After getting her true feelings out for the first time in a while. OMG, the racer animals are totally Jordan, Michael, and V. We gotta play this. I didn't think of that last time. Chuckly, make your guesses. Jordan Cat, Michael Doberman, V Chihuahua. Yes, don't you see it? OMG, I gotta make V win. LOL. Who should I pick? Well, that's a troll. I did troll last time. I'm gonna do Cat. Game over. You won. Exit game. Great job winning the race. The game reminds me a little of track and field. Maybe it's the racetrack. It's like, and the person that was in track and field won because it was Jordan, right? Do you remember the time we did the free-legged race? OMG, don't remind me. Wasn't that also Jordan's nip sip? OMG. That was a star of the love letters chaos, wasn't? Yes, so many love letters, so many. I knew he had appeal for all genders, but not like that. Not like that. The two of you shake heads as you recall the variety of stationery that would fall out of Jordan's locker after his infamous nip slip incident. They were love letters written on everything from cutesy animal-themed stationery to overly masculine chicken scratch on crumbled graph paper. Plot twist. It doesn't matter if it was masculine. It could have been a girl too, because my handwriting's horrible. I have medical issues for it, but because of it, that's a reason. You were popular too, though. Jane gives you a sly smile and suggestive wink. You weren't too bad yourself, you know. He gives you the plot twist. It was my handwriting. Hers love it writers. She gives you another squeeze. This time blushing over the inside of your palm with her thumb. Brushing over the inside of your palm with her thumb. Jade, you're making me blush. Yes, exactly as planned. She gives you a mischievous look, also enjoying watching you squirm with delight and embarrassment. You return her squeeze, avoiding eye contact as you pull her away from the kiddish racer. Should we play in there one more game? Or are you getting hungry? I guess I'm not that hungry. I might already be full of your loving care. A devilish twinkle fills her eyes as she swings your clasped hands back and forth. Slowly and seductively, savoring the sensation of having you wrapped around her little finger. This temptress. but I have to admit, it's working on me. Am I the real sucker here? Yes, we are. Let's try this shooting game as our final stop before the fireworks then. Hope you're ready to lose an eye or two with the shooting. You give her a plain look. Kidding. Time's up. Exit game. Amazing. I never miss. Oh, I totally missed. You pretend to blow the smoke gun as the passerbyers gasp, awestruck at your performance. Jade shoots corks towards the target, her posture serious, but the result's disastrous. You're not kidding about losing an eye or two. You shout while ducking. The booth owner has been taking cover behind the tables before Jade starts shooting. Oh, he'd be ducking over the counter of my shooting too. A few of her shots hit the high score zone, while others are widely off target. One veers off, totally missing the game's backboard and narrowly missing a random passerby's head on the other of the booth. The man spoke, giving an angry watch it of Jade smirks. Pointing the cork gun down to the booth owner's mid-sleeve, she sighs and gives you a deathless look. That was cool. Now let's get out of here. Sweating, you make a mental note of yourself to never take Jade shooting again, especially not in real life. I think the fireworks are starting soon. Do you want to check it out? Heck yeah. She takes your hand in her so naturally it starts dragging you towards the designated fireworks viewing area. Her eyes are shining as it's filled with stars, just like you remember them in dreams and memories of her. The moonlight behind forms a halo around her, making her look every bit of divine, being that she is in your eyes. Keep up. The designated fireworks area packed with couples and families. There's barely any empty patch of grass or dirt to sit down. Frustrated with the overcrowding, Jade jokingly makes her disappointment known. Boo! Fireworks are overrated. Jade bellows, shouting over the distant sound of fireworks exploding. A few seated folks with sharp hearing turn around and give her a dirty look. Shh, girl. You playfully suss her and laugh as you pull her away from the crowd. It's okay. To be honest, I wasn't feeling the crowd today. Oh, but I have something even better. She pulls out a pack of sparklers. It's the kind that you light up and let burn down as it produces colorful sparks of light in your hand. Are those even legal? Depends on the state, probably. As a form of fire prevention, the county has had outlawed all forms of private fireworks. Okay, my state needs to take a note on this county's laws of outlawed laws. We could buy them still. It's Arizona where it's hot and always like in a drought. But people still did anyways. There's even one guy in the news that blew off the fingers while lighting a more heavy-duty private firework. Nowadays, the only way to attain fireworks in the area was to buy a shady street stall downtown or bring it from another county. This is so bad. I really hope we don't get caught. My business literally could not take me going to jail for a couple of days. You'll be fine. See, everyone's doing it. Make your way to the nearby lake area, where near the fairgrounds. You're surprised to see a huge amount of couples and smaller friend groups. Sparingly populated, the lake area with pails of water and little specks of light from their sparklers. You and Jade don't have a pail, but since you're right next to the water, you don't really have to worry about sparklers catching. Well, it's salt water. Actually, it's a lake, so I don't think it'd be salt water. As long as you dose your fireworks and clear up the trash like a good citizen before leaving. Especially, Jade crouches down and uses a lighter from her pocket to light up the first sparkler. Touching the tip of her hands and yours, the two of you enjoy the dazzling, fizzling light for a while in child's wonder. Hold up just a sec, is that Jordan Michael? Holy crap. Yep, is. I knew you, Gim. And they're blushing. Michael Jordan was real. Michael and Jordan was real. Oh, the ship. You might want to put it as Jordan Michael, because I literally went and... Wait, Michael Jordan? Where? No. I thought he liked you. Yeah, but he always had this suspicious sexual tension with Michael, too. OMG. Are they... They're now a couple. You see them put out the sparkles in their hands. Michael leans in and Jordan doesn't pull away, resulting in a sweet kiss. It's surprisingly long and deep kiss. Oh my gosh. You and Jade both lean in and squeeze together, shaking each other's arms from the side as you both get excited over the new discovery. Your ship has been real the whole time, and it just set sail. Should we just kiss? You spin around and stare at her eyes. Jade, I really like you. I really like you too, Lion. No, Jade, I mean, I really like you. Like you. In that way. She looks amused, a bit pleased, but not too surprised now. She knew the entire time. Hopefully the flowers and chocolates earlier conveyed just a little bit of your meaning to her. I like you too. I like you too. I mean, I always thought you were attractive, and I always really wanted to Really? I hope. Never in a million years. I definitely keeping you forever. It's just... I thought it was just me. I totally thought you were gonna end up with Jordan. Or Michael, that butthole. Or Vanilla. You hold your breath and continue staring at her eyes, letting her speak uninterrupted. Although you had hoped, fantasizing about confessing your long time fetching to her, you never expected her to feel the same way. You know me, I've never been picky about who I date. I like to think I'm giving everyone an equal chance. But you and Jordan, you guys are sacred to me. Like family. But somewhere along the line, I always wondered what it would be like to have more of you. To be in love with you, lovers with you. Her golden eyes met yours and filled with the similar electricity again. You're saying you really feel the same? I do. Kiss her lips. The two of you meet lips. It starts to chow, but Jade's lips are so soft. Her mouth naturally opens as your tongue intuitively probes the entrance as she recuperates by sending hers into yours. For a while, the two of you tangle tongues and enjoy the sweet taste of each other. When you finally break away, everything's dark. You your fellow legal fireworks enjoyers have all left, taking their water pails with them. All except Michael. Jordan. Well, 2 lilies for our bouquet. Yeah, like you two aren't all over each other just a minute ago. Jade, Wyan, I can explain. Jordan, I never knew you were such a traitor. With Michael of all people? Of course, you would fall for that handsome butthole. You really are our baby girl. Baby girl. You're not in agreement. It feels like the cabbage I carefully raised was eaten by a pig. Jade. With an outraged blush, Jordan yelps. Michael puts an arm around his waist and pulls him in protectively. He's my cabbage now. He's just like, not cabbage. Why am I a cabbage? That's right, he should at least be some kind of sweet. Maybe a gumdrop or a cannon plum. Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Should we all get food together? You and Michael give each other a look. Although your telepath with him isn't good as it is with Jade, his eyes are totally saying that he wants nothing more, wants more time with Jordan. Sharing the same thought about Jade, the two of you exchange a silent nod. I think we should go our separate way. Agreed. We'll see you guys tomorrow. As if waiting for you to say those words, Michael sighs and waves, agreeing before you can finish. You and Jade crouch back down, watching with jaws still hanging in shock as Michael walks away, his arms still wrapped around Jordan like a dragon protecting his treasure. He's not going to do anything funky with Jordan tonight, is he? Oh, they're gonna go joyriding. That's no way. Jordan won't let him. He's too shy, way too shy. Right. No way. Don't put past the try ones. The two of you shake your hands and sink, but the little part of you does wonder. Wondering makes you blush a little. What about us? Do you want to take me home tonight? Let me buy you dinner first. Laughing, you give Jade another kiss. This one short, just a peek of reassurance and care. I like you, Wyan. I like you too, Jade. I think I love you. We've been in love with you since I have been in love with you since we were kids. Really? Me too. Liar. Not really. Sure, I went out with a lot of people, but nothing ever worked out. I'm pretty sure I didn't really like them that much. I just kind of went with the flow whenever someone approached me. And when they found out I wasn't excited about them as they were about me, that things always fell apart. The only people who I could ever get truly excited about were you and Jordan. But I could never see Jordan as anything more than just a friend. I helped Jordan into the bathroom when he peed his pants in 2nd grade, you know. You did? Yeah, it was one day you were out sick. Since we couldn't put the Jordan protective formation up, some little twerp came up and scared him so bad he let it all out. You both chuckle, reminiscing about older, sillier times. But you're always special to me. At first I wondered if it was jealousy, because we were both friends with Jordan, but I realized that when Jordan was sick or busy, I actually enjoyed spending one-on-one time with you. Way more than him. I think it started when we was out, and we played Save the Princess, and I finally got to play the princess. Weren't you the one who pressured Jordan into playing the princess to begin with? He's totally a princess, though. Can you blame me? No, I can't. I guess you have a point. Anyways, when I was the princess, you were the hero coming to save me. Then I realized you were saying that you might have liked me even before I liked you. No way! You gotta be kidding me, girl. It's true, it's all true. I just didn't want to ruin our friendship after all these years. She smiled a little bitterly before refocusing on your renewed sparks of her eyes. But with my layoff, I decided that this year would be my year to take risk. So would you take the risk with me? If you're asking me if I want to date, my answer is yes, yes, and yes. And I don't think it's a risk dating me. Although I work long hours, I'm pretty financially stable. You could be my stay-at-home girlfriend if you really want to. I'll die of boredom. I'd rather work with you and V in your store. But my first pick would definitely be getting in their job as a product manager. Of course you'll get one, I'm sure of it. The two of you laugh and stroll back at the main festival area, swaying your hands back and forth like a children. Although you hadn't been prepared enough to bring water pails like the others. You and Jade made sure to wet every burned sparkler in the water before throwing them away in the milk trash can bin. As throw away the stick-like remains, Jade tugs. As you throw away the stick-like remains, Jade tugs your hand, motioning you to give her another kiss. As the fireworks have ended, most of the festival goers have long left. Now, nothing can be heard around except for the sweet sounds of crickets chirping around you. You ogle her, pressing your lips against her own once again more, filled with excitement about your futures together. Ending 4, Jade, Shades of Red Jade. Okay, so now we're in the friendship route, so we are gonna. So I don't believe the fortune teller. I'm gonna listen to her emphatic again. Skip autocomplete. Autocomplete. Great job. I'm pretty sure I nailed that. The booth owner looks suppressed and hands you a small stuffed monkey. Jade, okay, we already know. So we're gonna speed up until we go here. Making your way to the nearest lake area near the fairgrounds, you're surprised to see a large amount of couples and small friend groups. Spaciously populated the lake. Okay, the lake with pails of water and little sparks of light from their own sparklers. You and Jade only have don't have a pail, but since you're right next to water, you don't really have to worry about the sparklers catching, as long as you dose the fireworks and clean up your trash like a good citizen before leaving. Esperly, Jade crouches down and uses a lighter from her pocket to light the first sparkler. Touching the tip of hers to yours, the two of you enjoyed the dazzling, fizzling light for a while in childish wonder. Hold up a sec, is that Jordan Michael? Holy cow, he is. Michael and Jordan was real. The ship has sailed. No, I thought he liked you. Yeah, but he always had this suspicious sexual tension with Michael too. OMG, are they? Yes. You see them as put out the sparkles in their hands. Michael leans in, and Jordan doesn't pull away, resulting in a sweet kiss. It's adorable. Surprisingly long and deep kiss. Oh my gosh. You and Jade both lean in and squeeze together, shaking each other's shoulders from the side as you both get excited over this new discovery. Your ship has been real the whole time, and it's just set sail. Though I want to say, Vanilla got the short end of the stick in this route, in Jade's route, because you don't see her owl. As if sensing your greedy gazes, Jordan wakes up and freezes like a deer in headlights. Ah! Michael stands up and seamlessly makes his way over to the two of you, with Jordan told. Jade, why in? I can explain. Jordan, I never knew you were such a traitor. With Michael, of all people? Of course you would fall in love with a handsome butthole. You really are, baby girl. Baby girl. You nod in agreement. It feels like the cabbage I carefully raised was eaten by a pig. Michael being the pig. Jade. With a outward blush, Jordan yelps. Michael puts his arm around his waist, pulling him up protectively. He's my cabbage now. Why am I a cabbage? Because why not? His eyes remind us of cabbage, and technically, his hair reminds us of purple cabbage. That's why. That's right. He should at least be some kind of sweet. Like a gumdrop or a cannon plum. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Should we get our food together? You and Michael give each other a look. Although your telepathically with him isn't as good as it is with Jade, his eyes are totally saying he wants more time alone with Jordan. I think we should go our separate way. Agreed. We'll see you guys tomorrow. As if waiting for you to say those words, Michael sighs and leaves, agreeing before he could finish. Okay, so thought, because if you try to go up with both of them at the same time, would it? That would be like a threesome, right? And they probably accept it. You and Jade crouch down, watching with jaws still hanging in shock as Michael walks away, his arms still wrapped around Jordan like a dragon protecting its treasure. Or his treasure. He's not doing anything funky with Jordan tonight, is he? Can we join? There's no way Jordan would let him. He's way too shy. Right? No way. The two of you shake your heads and think, like a little part of you does wondering what makes you blush a little. Noticing how dark it is in your surroundings, you move to start cleaning up. The two of you laugh as you stroll back to the main festival area, swinging hands back and forth like children. Although you hadn't been prepared enough to bring water pail like theirs, you and Jade made sure to wet every burned sparkler in the lake before throwing them away in the middle trash bin. Now the fireworks have ended, and most of the festival goers have long left. Nothing can be heard around except for a sweet sound of crickets chirping around you. This was fun. We gotta do this again sometime. Seriously, thank you so much, Ryan. Although we don't know what our future holds. As long as I have you by my side, Jordan, Vanilla, and even that butthole Michael, I think I'll be just fine. You will be. We'll make sure of it. Let's go home, Ryan. In response, you grin at her and start running towards the parking lot, pulling her along by the hand. Keep up. Giggles echo in the soft night, full of joy and hope for the upcoming days. As long as as a satisfaction of knowing that you have a best friend for life. Ending 5, Jade, best friends forever. And that was sweet Valentine Chocolatier. So pretty soon, I think it's hopefully in September, or yeah, September, there will be the Michael and Vanilla's route So I'll see you guys next time with it. I will play that when it comes out. If you want my content, please subscribe, like, help out, and comment below. I'll see you guys next time.